Calmsden, and first job is to take some milk up to our farm dairy. If you want to get this mod, it's on ModHub, it's by me, so go download it and then rate it 5 stars. Once we've done that, we are going to buy a new field. It's time to hit that bank loan pretty hard, and we're going to buy field 9, which is quite a lot of money. I can't remember how much it's going to cost us. Before we get to that, we have a bunch of electric charge at the BGA which we're going to sell, which will help make up some of that difference. And then we're going to need to get that field scanned and probably fertilized. So we are going to stick some narrow tires on here because I don't want to destroy the crop. Pretty well grown on. But yeah, we've got 150 litres of electric charge, kilowatts, which is going to be worth about 75 grand, so definitely worth us selling that. I'm just going to speed up time a little bit. There we go. Yeah. Nice little boost of cash come in, and then it is going to cost us, I couldn't actually read that. I hate sometimes how hard it is to read text on the map. But yeah, whacking the loan up to £650,000, and 600 grand later we have a new field. So just loading up the bank management mod, so that shows that we own about £1.5 million worth of land, and our loan is about 660, so you've got plenty of equity left, which is pretty cool. That's all I use it for really. It's just a handy way to know how much land you own. We need to go and lease a crop scanner so that we can get this field scanned, and then we're going to have to lease a fertilizer sprayer, I suspect. We're going to do liquid fert because the crop's quite well grown on. So yeah, seems like a sensible idea to me. 800 quid to lease this. I guess if we see one of these in the sales, I might buy one, but you generally use them so infrequently that it's not worth it. I only got grass working contracts at the moment, so I'm not going to do any more of those, and I'm actually going to stick this on course play so that we can run up to the BGA to deal with the stupid number of silage bales we have left over from doing the last grass working contracts that we did. They're just running the JCB up to the BGA, get the floating bale, and then yeah, see if we can stick at least one of these stacks of bales into the fermenter. Keep that going. We have so much to get rid of, and I think we're going to do hay for second cut still. Yeah, we're still due to do a second cut of hay, which means we'll be a little while before we get even more grass silage. As I said in the previous video, I think it's precision farming and grass working contracts, or grass yield in general, is very broken. That's not going to be a bad thing when we get Maize Plus, because we will need a lot of grass, so this huge excess that we have will kind of get used up. That is the whole field scanned. I'm just going to go and grab that piece in the corner. The Courseplay missed. Courseplay does a really good job, to be fair, and yeah, we'll just wait for the results to come in. 7.5 grand's worth of scanning. pH is okay, so I'm not, and at this point putting a lime on would be a bit silly, so I'm not going to lime it, but we are going to do some liquid fert on here to boost this wheat field up. It gives us a lot of straw, but again, when we get Maize Plus we will need a lot more straw, so probably will keep a fair amount of it, I think. Let's return the Azaria Scout. We are going to just checking sales, nothing in there. We're going to lease a John Deere. I've got the precision sprayer pack mod installed, which gives us a few more options, but we're going to go for the R732i without see and spray and without a steering axle, and I am going to lease the crop scanner. I know I said I probably wouldn't ever use one of these, but crop's grown on well enough that we might as well take advantage of it. You will spot that I forgot to put row crops on the sprayer. That is going to come back to haunt us in a very short moment. Because the crop's really well grown on and we don't have any tram lines, So yeah, let's get it all unfolded. I have a bunch of trouble with getting to turn the crop scanner on, and I had to remap the key binding. So I tried with Control B, that didn't work. I think I went with Control N in the end to actually get the damn thing to switch on, and yeah, so it should have had narrow tires on. So I'm going to go and fix that. There we go. It has narrow tires now. And I've mapped Control N to turn the crop scanner on, and we are going. So what I did notice is going to say thank you to the patrons, all full review now. Slowly growing. If you're interested in Patreon, then there is a link below, and you get an exclusive Let's Play series once a week, and I occasionally ask advice on things, and then the YouTube channel members as well. And all of those get to appear in the series as workers and landowners, and then you get access to an exclusive channel on Discord as well. Join button for the YouTube channel bit. Yeah, so what I've noticed on here is where I'm applying this, I'm not getting the subtle variation that I saw when I was doing it on in the testing, and you'll see later we'll do this on another field, and I do get it. So whether it has to be a secondary application rather than a primary application like this is, I don't know. I don't use this crop scanner very often, but it was fairly cheap to rent, and it seemed like a good opportunity to maybe try and just push this yield up a little bit more, given that the lime's not great. That was my thought on this. Yeah, this big field of wheat is going to give us probably a lot of wheat to sell. I don't think we need to keep it, and hopefully next game day we will be able to sell the soybeans we got last year from harvest contracts. I'm hoping we're going to get more harvest contracts this year. I am running the beta version of better contracts, which stops the NPC owned fields from being harvested, so that you should get the harvest contracts. So I am hoping that I get the opportunity to do a lot more harvest contracts in the summer, because we could do with the extra crops. Yeah, always worth having stuff to sell. I'm not really doing productions on here. I guess we've got the dairy and we've got the 2 greenhouses and we've got the honey, and that's pretty much what I'm going to do, I think. Dealing with the greenhouses is a bit of a pain, and I'm still pondering going to auto load to deal with those pallets. You'll see later on we have a huge amount of pallets up there to load up, and it just takes a lot of time. So yeah, I am considering switching to auto load for some of that. I did say that this series wouldn't use things like auto load, but it's getting to the point where I actually kind of diluted it a little bit anyway, so I'm really tempted to bring auto load in. And I'm really enjoying playing with universal auto load, so yeah, one of those things where I found a mod I really like and I really want to take advantage of it. Again, comment below if you are massively opposed to me bringing auto load into this series. Took a while to spread with this. We've only got a 24 meter spread width, which is because the crop scanner only does 25 meters as well, so I didn't want to be spraying any wider than we're trying to scan the nitrogen. But it does feel like it hasn't really worked with doing this big single application. But we need some more liquid fertilizer. We have a little bit left, I think, in the IBC, and we've only got 2 passes to do, so I'm hoping this will be enough. Finish this off. Let's give it a try. Yeah, 2 passes, we should be fine. I think we're using less than a couple hundred litres a pass, so hopefully we can get this sorted. Did forget, I'm really bad at number plates on here, and my preference mostly is to turn them off on implements. But yeah, I'm really bad, particularly with lease ones, at getting them to match up. Oh well, not like we're driving a long way from the store to the field. So Next job after this, we are going to go up to the greenhouses and get all of the lettuce sold. Those hydroponic greenhouses are really good. They're not as cheaty as the open gardens, which I'm using on Furling, which is the Patreon series, if you want to see those. But they're slightly more productive than the normal greenhouses, which makes them more useful, I think. You're not waiting forever to get yourself a couple of crap pallets of lettuce. Not sure where my words were going there. Last pass on here. We've got a few litres left. Rather than unload it, because we don't really need to keep this, I'm going to go and chuck some on one of the grass fields. Because you can never over-fertilise grass, so we'll give that a try. But it seems like you can't manually choose how much liquid fert to apply. So we're applying a really tiny amount, 10 kilograms of nitrogen per hectare, and there's a lot of nitrogen in liquid fertilizer. So actually, we're going to run around the barley field. I think it's barley. Pretty bad at remembering sometimes what we planted, but we can get perfect fertilization. So we're going to get an extra 1-2% here. It's really because it's not going to cost us any more, and we may as well use up the few litres of liquid fert that we have left if we don't cover the whole field. I'm not going to worry, but you can see on here that we're getting that subtle variation in fertilization application that's not on field 9, which is really weird. It definitely seems to be that there's kind of an extra class of fertilization that they give. So yeah. Extra crop for basically no cost is good by me. I'm pretty sure the cost of leasing the stuff is going to be insignificant. So yeah, we'll get a few passes on here. We'll get most of this field done, hopefully. Then yeah, we're going to run up to the greenhouses and get everything loaded up there and get that sold, and then we will be into June, where I believe, let me check, we might actually look at doing something a little bit different. The farm is still fairly quiet. There don't seem to be any contracts cropping up. So there we go, out of Ferto. Let's get this returned. So what I'm thinking of doing is some seed production with the AGI pack. So if you're on Discord, that was why I was asking about a way to bag up loose seed, because what I'm thinking is we will turn some of last year's crop into seed, store it for when the price is good, because the price is good later in the year, and make some more money off of that. We've got some wheat and some barley, I think, that we don't really need to keep. Let's return everything and get back to the farm. Yeah, so probably next video I'm going to be trying to make some seed on here. I've not used anything from the AGI pack yet, particularly I think I might have used one of the augers when on the Western Wild series with Partech, but let's get the normal wheels back on here and get this put back in the shed. Yeah, not done anything with that. I saw Mr. CDP doing, and it seemed like a really good idea. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to stick the boater on the back of the low loader and we'll run up to the greenhouse area. I have been up here previously and stacked some of these pallets up in advance, just to have a bit more space to store and stuff, and make it quicker when I'm loading. So you'll see a lot of them are double stacked. Yeah, just to make it easier to get everything on the trailer. But if I auto loaded it, I could just drive down and it would be done. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I've actually I'm working on a tutorial for Universal Auto Load, which is what I've got excited about, and I've actually got this trailer in a separate save set up as an auto load trailer. So yeah, lots of lettuce there. Okay, I think we get about 30,000 for this. Not too bad. 36,000. Nice. So yeah, I am going to say thanks for watching, folks. Enjoyed this. If you did, click the like button. If you have any comments, leave them below, particularly about using Universal Auto Load, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you next time on Calmsden.